What's going on, YouTube? How are you guys doing? And we're back to another episode of AskTVK, where you can ask me anything about music drama, about life as a musician, or anything in between. Today's question comes from Tasia. Ooh, girl, I don't know if I can say your name. I'm just gonna put it up right here. Hi TVK, do you have any tips on how to measure improvement? I'm a 1-year-old cellist. She's a 1-year-old cellist. And sometimes I feel that I'm actually getting worse than better sometimes. You know, Tasia, I actually share that sentiment with you. Actually, I've had cycles in my life. I probably had about 30 or 40, believe it or not, where I feel like I'm worse, like I get worse, like I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. And actually, most of the time, when you start feeling like you're getting worse, you're getting better. Your ears are opening up, you're hearing things that you didn't hear before. Your technique is getting freer. And so whenever you start tightening up, it feels like you're playing worse. So my first thing to say to you is, don't worry, homie, you're gonna be okay. You've only been playing for a year, and so you have so much less experience to juxtapose the concept of improvement against. As somebody who's been playing for almost 14 years of his life, I can point back to dozens and dozens of times when I felt exactly like that. And it's completely normal, first of all. Second of all, let's address how you can measure your improvement. To actually measure improvement, which is something that's very esoteric and very tough to track anyway, you have to set some clear parameters for yourself. What does getting better mean? What is improvement? Are you gonna base it off of intonation? Are you gonna base it off of general rhythm? You can also base it off of like your hearing ability, whether you're actually getting out of your part and listening to more people, or you're hearing yourself outside of your instrument, outside of your bubble. You can also measure improvement by technical facility, whether or not something feels easy. You can also measure improvement by the amount of relaxation. If you can play with utmost relaxation, I'm telling you, that is true progression. And the final way to really tell that will never lie to you is if you record yourself, and if you go and listen to your tapes as you're practicing or as you're performing and critically analyze it. Now, by critically, I don't mean be very mean to yourself. What I mean by critically is just be very honest. If this was your best, take the honesty and say, this was my best and I feel so proud of it. And then look to say, okay, so now this was my best. Now what can I work on? What is not optimal? What can I make better? What can I make more clear and more convincing? And if you come at it like that, you'll always know where you can grow, while also finding a state of satisfaction and well-being. And honestly, if you want to improve, it's important to feel happy and to feel like music is fun. Because if you're not feeling like that, you're not gonna be motivated to put in the work. So above all else, I think the biggest parameter to improvement is your state of mind and how happy and in love with music you are. The more in love with music you are, the more you're gonna improve over time. So take time every day to fall more and more in love with music. So as my buddy Nathan Chan says, hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you have a question you want answered, go ahead and comment below using the hashtag AskTVK, tweet to me using the hashtag AskTVK, or just DM me on Instagram. Keep the questions coming. I have so many, and I'm so excited to keep this series going. I hear you, I see you, and I'm listening.